Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am going to be doing the final layout with my Using the Wrong collection with this Paper House Productions Baby Boy collection. I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo of my daughter making nachos. So let's see what I can do. All right, I do have to admit, I think this might be my favorite layout during this series of Using the Wrong themed collection. So I have the orange and yellow kind of polka dot, and I decided to go with that for my background. And to just really contrast it, I decided to go with the stripes. Now I am going to take the sticker and put it over here on the left-hand side of that stripe, just to give it a little bit of break from the larger polka dot. And the sticker is not a true 12 by 12 sticker. Now, I know I could have put something over that and stretched the sticker from edge to edge, but I kind of like the sticker being in a little bit, like it doesn't go all the way up to the edge. I went ahead and added this border sticker up here as well. It has some kind of sentiment on it, and I can't remember what it is, and I can't read it on my screen right now. What does this say? You're my favorite. No, you're my everything. You're my everything. Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses right now because, I didn't really think I needed to see a whole lot while I'm running my mouth, but apparently I do. No line bifocals are no joke, people. So I made a comment about bifocals the other day, and they were like, yeah, you are turning 40 this year. And I'm like, I've had the bifocals since I was 28, so that doesn't work. It does not work. But anyway, I decided to cut out some of the paper and add the polka dot here. Look at me, I just sling my supplies around. I had an epiphany a couple videos ago where I just realized I just tossed stuff around when I thought I took such great care of it. But I guess I didn't. And look at me. So everybody and their brother, and their sister too, I guess, takes their papers and just folds their paper over and cuts a banner out. But for some reason, there's something in my mind where I'm like, no, don't do it that way. I even went to do it that way, and my mind was like, no, Sandy, don't. So I didn't. I found the middle of the paper and cut it that way. So you know what? Do banners the way that makes sense in your head. Not exactly sure why it doesn't make sense in my head to do it like every other normal person in the world, but it does not. And already I knew that this graph paper on top of the polka dot was not, it wasn't standing out. So I just grabbed my Muji pen and I decided to do an outline. And since I did an outline there, I figured I might as well outline around the entire page as well. Plus, I think adding a touch of black to this baby boy collection takes it out of the baby just a little bit more. And it's not just, for babies. And that's what I'm trying to get across here is you don't have to use collections for what they're intended for. Now, I do have to say I use travel collections for travel, but I am a person who really likes the scrapbook airplane layout, so that's why I use them. If I didn't really like the scrapbook airplane layouts, I would use it for other stuff as well. So I took this cut apart sheet and cut apart, even more, some of this kind of decorative thing here. And then I chopped off the I love you because, and also the other white block of color there because I was putting it on top of these very white pages, or these very white papers rather, and I felt like I needed the blue there. I felt like I needed some hunk of color because I was getting an awful lot of white on white on white, and I just needed to adjust that a little bit. So this is a cut apart sheet as well that says To the Moon and Back, and I'm just going to add some words to it to make a title with it. You might think that the title is weird or strange, but you know what? Titles, I've said before, aren't the main part of the page for me. Sometimes I really get oh yeah, I came up with a really clever title or something like that, and that's just like a yeah moment. And it's like the cherry on top of my scrapbooking layout, but honestly, the title isn't that important, and sometimes I don't even have a title per se. I just have lots of different things that could be the title. But you know what? It's my layout, and that's the way I like it, so that's what I do. Now, here is yet another cut apart sheet that I am going to place end to end to kind of give me a longer strip of paper. So this is also something you can do when you need to stretch your paper bits. Say you're working with a layout and you have a limited supply of papers and you only have small little bits, you can put them together end to end and just make sure that the lines match up, and there you go, you've got a longer sheet of paper. Now I felt like I needed to cover up this gap between the moon and back, and also that piece of plaid paper that I just made. So I just went ahead and cut off yet another piece of a cut apart. I toyed with the idea of fussy cutting out those flowers off that paper and putting them at the top, but I stopped that because I'd already done that on another layout and I wanted to do something a little bit different. Now, my title is going to be She Cooks to the Moon and Back, and like I said, you might be looking at that and being like, Sandy, what the heck are you doing? But like I said, it works for me. I like it. I think it's kind of clever. And when I showed Lana the layout, when I completed it, she was completely pleased with it. Well, she was completely pleased because I did 2 layouts in a row that featured her. So that is that. It's funny because they all still like knowing that I'm making scrapbook layouts about them. And, you know, they're almost all legal adults. Lana will be a legal adult here in the fall, but yeah, so there it is. So I'm just doing She Cooks to the Moon and Back. Now I toyed with the idea of adding some black to the She Cooks just to give the layout a little bit more black on it, but ultimately I decided it really didn't need it. Now this is a sticker that says "Oh Baby" and it had the 3 stars. So I go ahead and put the 3 stars over here, and then I'm going to take the little end of it as well and put it over on the left-hand side. So it kind of looks like the banner goes all the way underneath of that plaid paper. Just adding a little bit more adhesive and sticking things down. I guess I'm just so used to American craft stuff needing to be stuck down with extra adhesive that I'm starting to do that with all the companies now. And really, I mean, what's it gonna hurt? Like, adding that little bit of extra adhesive is not gonna hurt anything. So I decided to take these tile green letter stickers and add the word yum. And then this is where I'm going to pull out another sticker and overlap it so that I'm not using it as a baby thing. I could have definitely pulled in more things off of the sticker sheet that did not scream baby. There are some stars on there, but ultimately I left the stars alone. I'm not exactly sure why, because I am a huge fan of stars on layouts. Stars and hearts are just things to me that could probably go in just about any layout, because they are such a neutral shape and they just go. But for some reason I did not. So this one, I just added a little extra adhesive because stickers on stickers make me a little nervous sometimes, and I just wanted to make sure that it was going to stay. Now, in case you were wondering about this photo, I can't remember if I talked to you about it, but this is Lana prepping nachos for us. We haven't had nachos in a very long time, but one thing we used to really like to do was have nachos, and Lana got to where she ended up just making them. She went from the helper to the maker. Now these are just a couple stickers that I'm going to create a little cluster up here with that puffy sticker that says "Oh Baby," and that top sticker with the blue and the stars was a rattle, and you know, you just cut off the handle and you've got a circle. So there you go. You would have never known that that was a rattle, just looking at this layout. I'm checking out the puffy stickers to see if there's anything else I want to add on, and there's not.
And I'm okay that there's only one puffy sticker on this layout. Like, I'm not freaking out about it. That I'm like, oh no, I've only got one puffy sticker. The world is ending. No, it's not that whatsoever. But I do decide to add a couple more of these tile stickers, and I'm going to layer them up over top of the photo. And I'm just doing that because I didn't do a photo mat. And I mean, I probably could have done a black photo mat, and that would have pulled in a little bit more black along with the pen writing and the outlining that I did, but didn't need to do it. So I just wrote "She Can" over top of "Cook," and then I talk about how Lana makes amazing nachos, and they are so delicious. And I do believe that is going to do it for this layout. I don't think I add on anything else. Oh yeah, another line of journaling where I include the date, and I just talk about her making nachos again. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to use my code PH20Sandy if you're shopping at Paper House. Links will be down below, and I will see you again real soon for another video.